you just let me do what I want? Why won't you understand me? Does that look familiar? It's probably because your parent is arguing with you about what you're doing with your life if you're a teenager. Whether you're skipping school or smoking weed, drinking at parties, having sex, And can you blame them? Honestly, parents just want the best for their kids. They want to give them a better life than the parents led. And, not staying in school really fucks everything up for you. I learned that the hard way. I dropped out at 10th grade and I ended up getting my GED. I'm still out of work. Nobody wants a GED. I thought it'd be okay. No. Smoking weed isn't bad. It's bad if it's a gateway drug and it actually leads kids to doing like cocaine and meth and heroin, crack cocaine. I said cocaine already. But as long as the parents have communication with their kids about that, and give them the warning or tell them to, explore and research about said other drugs besides weed, then, that's all you can do. And if they get into it, then get them the help they need, like rehab. It's the same with alcohol. You can drink responsibly and not get addicted to alcohol or poisoned by alcohol, but if your kid is drinking like no tomorrow at parties and then ends up getting this, or they get addicted to alcohol, get them the help they need. It's what you can do as a parent who loves their kids. Now, having sex, you can't control that. It's a very natural thing. All you can do is talk to them about safe sex. Tell them the warnings of STDs, how to get them, and, tell them to just play it safe. And teenage pregnancy is a big, huge issue going on. And it's been going on since, 2008, 2009? Well, it's because kids probably aren't getting talked to enough about these things. Like the parents just kind of ignore the fact, oh, well, you're having sex, whatever. If you get yourself pregnant, that's your fault. No. You need to talk to your kids. You need to tell them, pregnancy is an amazing thing. Really, it is. I've had 2 kids myself. It is amazing to know that you just created life. But the harsh reality is babies are annoying when they cry. Like, I love my kids to death, but oh my God, when my son would not shut up, I would freak out because I was missing sleep. But, that's all they can do when they're babies anyway. So, I never hit them. I never freaked out like that. I understood. But the cost of babies, what is it, like $100,000 per year? And it only gets worse as they grow up because they want this and they want that and they want everything else they see. So parents, you need to discuss to your kids, your teenagers, that teenage pregnancy or just pregnancy is a very expensive thing and it's a very life-changing thing. Most teenagers are not ready to change their life for that. Most teenagers want to continue partying and drinking, hanging out with friends, whatnot. Well, honestly, I think a lot of these problems that teenagers are getting into and parents are freaking out and then the teenager rebels against them, I think it's because of a lack of communication and understanding of each other. Weed isn't bad. And as long as it, like I said earlier, as long as it doesn't lead to other drugs, like as a gateway, by all means, whether the parent wants it in the house, wants them to smoke it in the house rather than out on the streets, or vice versa, parents need to explain that, but they can't control. Don't control your kids because they're just going to push them away. Kids, teenagers, your parents say you're smoking weed. Your parents say, no, you can't smoke it here. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to smell it, blah, blah, blah. Respect them for that. At least they're not trying to control you and follow you around saying, no, don't smoke it. If they are, you really need to tell them that they can't control you. You are your own human being. And 16, 17, even 15, you're almost an adult and it's time you make your own decisions. If you do something bad, well, you learn from your mistakes, hopefully. But you need to explain that you enjoy doing that, and if your parent doesn't want it around, respect that. Okay, smoke it at a friend's house, smoke it behind the mall that you hang out with, or wherever you can. Don't get caught with it. I mean, nowadays it doesn't really matter if you're caught with it, as long as you don't have a ginormous, whatever that word is, huge amount. Bottom line is, what I think from being a young mom, so I just got out of my teenage years, and I've had 2 kids. Don't judge. Understanding both of these, there's a lack of communication, there's a lack of compromise and meeting up with each other. And I thank my mom so much because she's very understanding. She knows I smoke weed sometimes. She knows I drink. I am of age now, though, so don't judge. And she knows, obviously, that I've had I didn't have safe sex when I was a teenager. But, she lets me do these things as long as I respect what she wants. She doesn't want me to smoke weed in the house. She doesn't want me to bring it around. She doesn't want to see it. She doesn't want to smell it. If she can't help but smell it, then she kind of gets over it. But, and I say, okay, I'll take it somewhere else. I'll take some, perfume or Febreze with me so that I don't stink like it. And then that's that. Same with drinking. She doesn't want me to buy alcohol and keep it in the fridge here. So I'm like, okay, then I'll just limit myself to drinking with friends at their house or buying it in bars. With safe sex, she doesn't want the sex in her house so much. So, it's really hard because right now, long distance relationship, boyfriend lives in Arizona. Yeah, it's kind of hard. Anyway, bottom line is, parents, teenagers, communicate with each other. Compromise with each other. Okay? And then you guys will get a better understanding. I hope this helps, and have a good day.